Wait till Bill Cohen gets ready. We're always waiting for Bill Cohen. So. Almost exactly 1 year ago, I held our first Child Safety Summit in Cincinnati. Since that time, we've held a total of 8 of these summits. They were started because of tragedies that occurred in the state of Ohio, where we had young people who were being killed and who had been in foster care, or sometimes had been taken away from the family and put back with the family and killed. And that prompted me to renew my interest in this area. This is an area that I've been interested in for many, many years. It frankly dates back to when I was a 25-year-old assistant county prosecuting attorney, and I walked in my first day of work, and someone in the office literally threw me a file, and I went down to the basement of the Greene County Courthouse in Xenia, Ohio, and started representing Children's Services in a child abuse case. What I saw as an assistant county prosecutor and then as a county prosecutor has stayed with me throughout my life. And that is things that I saw I couldn't believe. And I think most people would not believe as far as the abuse of children. And so I've carried that interest with me. And when I was in the United States Senate, as some of you may recall, may not recall, I helped write a major piece of legislation. And one of my focuses in regard to child care was on making sure that it was understood that while family reunification is important, the safety of the child always should be paramount and the most important thing. And that was written into the law. And if you go into my office today, as many of you have been, you will see a copy of that bill. And I'm very, very proud of that. So it's something I've been interested in for many, many years. We held our first summit in Cincinnati. We've held 7 more since then. But we've not only focused on the issue of child safety, but we've also focused on the issue of permanency. Or to put it in another way, we've looked at the problem of children who are in a legal limbo, who are in foster care, who stay in foster care for many, many years, and do not have what every child in this country deserves, and that is a permanent, loving home. We looked at this, and what we did is our format was to have 5 or 6 people on a panel. We would bring in experts from the area. It might be a juvenile judge, it might be a CASA volunteer, it might be head of Children's Services, sometimes a foster parent. But the most, frankly, gripping part of what we heard came from the people who just showed up. These were open meetings, open to the public, and the most telling comments came from the foster parents and from young people who had been foster children before. We have taken these comments and recommendations and put them in this document which you have in front of you today. What is in this is not everything that was said at these hearings. It's not a transcript, obviously. And there are many ideas that are not contained in here. But every idea that is in here, or every complaint, or every articulation of a problem in here really was something we heard time and time and time and time again. And there got to be a pattern of what we were hearing. We today go to our next step, and that is I have convened a task force. Some of the members you will see behind me. As soon as I'm done talking, they're going to start their first session. And I've asked them within 90 days, if it's possible, and if not, we could extend it a little bit, but to come back with very specific recommendations. recommendations for the state of Ohio. These may be legislative, they may not be, they may be other type of recommendations. But they're not confined to what we found in these 8 hearings or these 8 listening sessions. They can take these and do with them whatever they want. This is a panel that I'm very proud of. Later in the day we'll have posted up on our webpage the names and titles of everyone who is on the panel. Not all of them are here today. But they're people with, I think, very diverse backgrounds and maybe different attitudes, but they all share one attitude, and that is they care about kids. And they care about the children who are in foster care. So I'm very, very proud that all of them have agreed to do this. They're going to have to spend some time. It is not going to be an easy task, because this is not an easy area. Let me just go through some of the